Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is NSSW. Oh man, hold on. It doesn't sound like I'm an idiot. Hypermile next week. Oh man, that was the thing. Yeah, that next week thing didn't really happen. It didn't work out. Anyways. Meanwhile, we're waiting. I suppose we'll just hang here and watch Hollywood dance. Okay, alright. Just, oops. That's not what I wanted. That's, there we go. Well, meanwhile, we're waiting for the lad to come in, your co-host. I will, I suppose, entertain you right now. I just gotta make sure everything else is running good. This fucker is hosting a card meet? That is bullshit. Good times. Alright. Okay, so episode 9 of the Low Gear Sendcast. Oh dear. Well, meanwhile we're waiting, I suppose I should get the intro done. Get it out of the way so we can have more time for bullshit. Okay, so welcome to the Low Gear Sendcast. I am your humble host, the Sen Samurai. Or I guess not so humble at this point. And I am joined currently by, no one else is here yet, invite people to join you. I am joined by Steering Wheel Chun and Painting Guy. It's the best. And don't forget Whiteboard Coon. What's up? Whiteboard Coon. Anyways, let's get the technical updates out of the way first, so that way we can have everything running good and all that stuff. Okay, so tech update number 1. What happened last week? Last week I didn't know that daylight savings happened for everybody else because Arizona doesn't have daylight savings time. We are one time for the entire year, every year for the rest of the time, no problem, just one time. It's weird. It doesn't happen because like it's just weird. And I did not know that, but it just, oh shit, Brandon's coming. So like I did not know that, but this is the time, and I'm like, okay, so that's what happened last week. Last week I thought we were streaming at this time, but turned out it was like an hour later for them, and they were all like, oh fuck. So I was like, ah shit, and now I'm being an idiot and this and that, and now we got to figure it out because big brain times. Okay, yeah. So timing, I got that right.
No, I just was making sure everything's muted and everything's working correctly. So.
Ooh, that fidelity. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I got audio.
He's got audio, ladies and gentlemen. Part of the like once again, this is the Low Gear Sendcast episode 9. You love it. You came here to see it. You know it. We made it to episode 9, people. And
it took me less than 10 episodes to get a real microphone, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Now with audio, it's audio quality.
With some manner thereof.
Some manner. The point is that he's finally got a new microphone. That's actually part of the technical update I wanted to go for.
Yeah.
Which is
I got me a Tonor TC777, which I mean not the greatest, but it cost me like $30, and
it's better than mine.
Well, and for $30, it was money well spent. I need to free up some space on the desk so I can properly do things. But
yeah,
comes with the little soft condom thing. It actually has a pop filter built right into it if I need it.
That's nice. You don't have to ghetto bang me with the sock here.
I don't generally speak aggressively enough to need a pop filter, but it's one mounted right on top of it if we're recording something sensitive enough to need it. So, but I have one.
Hell yeah. So yeah, concerning technical updates, now that Brandon has a microphone, audio might be tweaked a little bit. So just in case later on, if it gets weird, I'll go through post-production.
Well, and I will be making changes again at some point when I move to the rig. I'm gonna end up having to mount the mic and put a webcam on the rig. So
yeah,
at some point we're gonna have to revamp me so I don't get too wild about changing my audio.
Oh yeah, same here. And I'm like, okay, so oh yeah, also I'm going to be starting to do post production with everything, so it could be much more streamlined. Yes.
Oh, fancy you, son.
Oh yes, some post production using like the very highest quality shit, fucking Vegas, Sony Vegas.
Post production? I don't do post production. I don't believe in post production.
I believe in
It's
post
my
production.
religion.
It just polishes everything a little bit out, so that way plus we get clips and stuff. It's funny.
I'm a photographer that doesn't believe in. I crop
he shoots
occasionally.
raw.
I don't even shoot raw.
I know that's
I shot raw for a little while, and then I don't do enough editing to justify shooting raw. And whenever I wanted to do anything with a picture shooting raw, I had to convert it, or else I had to shoot raw and JPEG, which burned memory cards.
Fuck yeah, it is.
So I shoot JPEG fine and call it good, because about all I do is crop. I don't do post. I don't know how to do post. I don't care to do post.
Hey, it's just like just post. I think it just helps streamline things a little bit. I'm not doing like going crazy by doing like God.
For the podcast, that's a different animal. Doing post for the podcast is important.
Oh yeah, for photos, it's ridiculous.
Well, and then we can have, especially if we're going to release this as an audio medium, and we can have like intro and outro music if we know somebody. We can do all sorts of fun, stupid stuff, right? But as a photographer, The Godfather kept hounding on me to just compose it all on the camera. So I compose everything in the camera. Okay, we're going to delve deep into photography nerd for a minute before we really get started.
That's totally fine,
but
dude.
I know some photogs that shoot like wide open, blown out, no white balance, and they go back and correct it all in post, and it looks great.
Oh yeah. It's you see what they're doing exactly, and they don't necessarily have to go to post because they're all like, well, it's right there.
Well, but yeah, I know guys that literally they'll shoot completely blown out, and so if you look at the pictures before they do any editing, they look horrendous. But then they correct it all in post. They're wizards with, Photoshop or Creative Suite, whatever elements, whatever they're using.
There's two people in the world. There's people that like to be the one and done, like they, but like that of course takes a lot more prep work. But then there's also people that just like shoot everything as much as possible and then go right after it. I'm like,
it's all in where you want to put your work in. I put my work in on the front end on the camera, because I'm no good doing it on the other end. Some of these guys, they're wizards with the computer, and so they have a setting that lets them get the raw elements they need, and then they put in all their work on the back end. And hey, they've turned out some great results, and more power to them. But I have never been able to do it that way, so I shoot the other direction, and I turn out some halfway decent work. So
I mean, like it totally works out. It's just because I'm like, it's really a preference when it comes to like the shooting post and shooting not post and just like whatever you want to do. There's some people that just do hybrid stuff, because it's like there's some days when you're lazy, you're all like, fuck it, done. You already know what you got. And there's some other days where you're all like, you know what, hold up, this is a shot that I know I can only get this one time, and I know I can prep for it right now, and I don't like. It's just one of those things, because like there's like different qualities of photogenicness when you look into like if you have the exact same picture of whatever you're shooting. Let's just say you're shooting a low light on a flat valley, and there's sunset on a crest of a mountain. I'm basically thinking just just look at UMC in the paddock and just look at where the mountain range is. That's basically what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yep.
So take a photo of that, and then compare both methods, and you could get some wildly different types of photos, and it's just entirely dependent on what you want to do with it, honestly. And either one is beautiful, but it just kind of on preference at that point. That's what I enjoy about post-production, because you could always post-production, in my opinion, allows you to be a little bit more free with everything.
It does.
You can start fucking with it a lot more. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Hence why I got this boy. Ding ding. Yeah. Where's my camera mounted? Somewhere. Oh dear. All right, what else? So, anyways, continuing with some technical stuff. So, post-production. Also, I'm fucking Streamlabs. Might be doing that. And if I'm gonna be doing that, though, I'm probably gonna get. I need to get a second monitor, because I'm rocking only one monitor because I'm a peasant. Granted,
Yeah.
granted,
What
it's
are
a
you,
TV.
poor?
It's a TV. I mean, hell, you want to look at it? Look at it. It's like, yeah, don't mind my desk. It's terribly messy. Everything else is clean as hell, though. This is what I'm rocking. Just like one solid television.
Hmm?
I use as a monitor.
Honestly, I'm sitting here on a battle station. I got a laptop in front of me that is handling all of my audio and handling the chat. I've got my netbook on a stand beside me. That's my research machine.
Yeah.
Whenever I pull up facts and do that fact checker thing, that's on my little Chromebook over here.
Mm-hmm.
When I get on the sim rig, I've got 3 monitors currently up for it. I may eventually acquire a 4th. So that at that point in time, I'll start split screening things.
Hell yeah.
But I will probably still have the Chromebook right there just as a
Backup.
so I've got a separate machine. So I've got a separate machine handling splitting processing power.
True. You just have to have an extra CPU just there to do it.
Yeah, just so that I'm not having lag on anything. I understand that's a dumb old school way to look at it, but still.
Hey, if it works, it works. If it works, it works, dude. I mean, I'm just using.
I know I think outdated, but still.
I mean, you drive a Miata like with 1.6 in it. Like, come on.
Right now.
But all right. What else? So, anyways, I'm messing with Streamlabs, and that would be able to pull up a chat where we could see everything live and whatnot, and it'd be a lot more streamlined and whatnot. It'd just be super cool. So I'm messing with that, see what we could do. And the page is garnering more likes, and according to our dear friend who unfortunately cannot make it right now because he's visiting family, Glenn, during the drift event up in Utah just recently, which was like actually yesterday, we had a fan. Shout out to Carl Uhlberg. My dude. Carl came up to Glenn and said he was a fan of the show, and I am so happy that he is. I am so happy that we actually have a fan coming up to people.
We love you, Carl.
Yes,
I've missed seeing you at events, dude. I wish I'd been there. I was helping the Godfather move, but I wish I had been able to be there, dude.
Oh yeah. I wish I was there as well.
I haven't seen Carl in probably a year.
I haven't seen him in a year either.
I might have caught him at one event last year because last year sucked.
Yeah.
But no, dude, I miss you, Carl. I can't wait to run into you again, bud.
I'm probably gonna get a car soon, so me and you, Carl, we'll do it. That's a shout out to our fan right there. Yeah. Hell yeah. We got a fan.
I can't wait till you get Streamlabs up because I'd love to be able to have like an audience chat. Be able to do some live chat.
Oh, dude, yes, that would actually be like that's what I really want to. This is what I really want to do for like next episode or the next few episodes is actually start getting audio up because I want to expand not just video, audio, because I'm like multiple platforms and a lot of the stuff we do is pretty much audio friendly. Doesn't mean it's work friendly, but
oh god no.
Fuck no.
We're not safe for polite company, much less work.
Oh yeah, we make people uncomfortable. We're like the Eric Andre show, but about cars.
There's a reason my mama doesn't know about this show. Actually, because my mama wouldn't care, but no, like I said, we are an audio friendly. There's very very little that we do is entirely visual, and
Ooh.
Depending upon how we did it. Ooh, is someone there?
Oh yes.
Do we have a guest?
Aw, sick.
Oh, we have food.
No.
Party foul! Kiet dropped the food.
All right, boys, eat it. Yeah, there you go. This is why you have dogs. I party fouled my taco.
It is our taco now, comrade.
Dude, they're eating it pretty damn good. Oh hell yeah, another taco. Oh shit. Oh, fuck yeah, thank you. Sick. Wow. Oh wow. Cool. That's a cravings pack and a half. Come on, boys, keep eating it. Yeah. This is why I have dogs. Also joined by the mascots. Hey, Stalin, what you doing? And Lennon just under my foot. Stalin, what you doing, buddy? Yeah. Oh dear. Party foul is not really a party foul because that means you get to feed your dogs prematurely. It's all good. All right, boys, get out before you start eating my carpet randomly. Oh boy! All right. Come on! Come on! Come on! Get up! Nah! Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Y'all get so fucking big. They're huge. Woo! Ah, man, that's what I love about dogs. You spill anything, they're just gonna eat it. No cleanup required. Except the fact that it kind of smells like taco, but
Oh, yeah.
anyways, what else do we have to talk about? Everything else is pretty much it. Yeah, just Brandon getting new audio, daylight saving, so that's gonna change because we're doing Mountain Time. That's like the main time to do this, and messing with Streamlabs and trying to get audio set up. Other than that, we're pretty much good, and we could get on to episode 9. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Okay, so episode 9. There's a lot of things going on recently that has been rocking the automotive world. Although the things that are happening recently have been happening for like the last decade and a half. It's what everybody's talking about. They're talking about. It's a new buzzword. It is the EPA. It is Epa. Epa, boys. I just watched a Simpsons movie. Bro, do you know what the EPA did in that movie? They put a dome on. They put a dome on that shit. Damn. Fuck, they tried to put a dome on the car community in the United States. So, for those who don't know what the EPA is doing, well, let me give you a quick rundown. The EPA has been doing it for a long time. They've just been trying to like the.
They've been trying. They've been pushing for this this legislation for almost a decade now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can. Basically, what they're trying to do is make it. And they've already pushed some of it with regards to making it illegal to modify, in particular, the emissions control system on your vehicle.
But really, we all know the government just don't want cars in the road that are modified
It's
anymore.
pretty much anything related to emissions is what they're doing. So,
which is pretty much a lot of things in your car.
Well, big nasty engine swap. You know, say an LS Miata.
Nope,
no joy. Or doing a catback exhaust or big exhaust, big exhaust stuff, turbo. Hey, how about we want to do an induction swap? We want to go to a turbo. New manifold. That's not a stock. That's not a factory thing.
Oh, downpipe? No. Test pipe? No. You can't do it. Oh man, and the EPA has been trying to do this for many years, but except now it's been catching a bit more fire because recently we have what is known as the social media, and we could start fucking with them in unbelievable ways. But they also have social media. But these are fear-mongering types of corpos. Yes, I play Cyberpunk. These are corpo suit dickheads. All right, we street kids out here, nomads. We do our stuff. We race cars. We do our cool things, my chooms. So like EPA, what do we have to talk about? What is my question? Well, the EPA is trying to do this again, and once again in the entire damn history of this, it is cropping up. But this time it looks a bit more dire, even though it kind of really isn't.
So arranged against the EPA is the Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Association.
Yep.
Known by the acronym SEMA. It's not just a car show, folks. It is the corporate association. By association, I'm talking affiliation of companies that manufacture all of the aftermarket parts that go on a vehicle.
It is the only good corporation in the world.
Well, no, there's other good corporations. There's plenty of other good corporations.
Yeah, there is, but I don't trust.
I'm talking straight. We refer to them as megacorps. But now, to understand the power of SEMA, they have, for that show, they take over the entirety of the Las Vegas Convention Center, both indoor and outdoor. It is jam-packed, wall-to-wall, shoulder-to-shoulder people.
And it is not necessarily a car show. It's a giant business meeting.
It is in no way a car show.
Nope.
All the car guys talk about wanting to go to SEMA. I've been to SEMA. I want to go again. However,
it's like CES.
No, actually, it's like E3.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, CES is more consumer friendly.
CES is the consumer show. That is the show for the people. Yeah. But SEMA is a trade show, much like SHOT and E3. I've wanted to go to SHOT forever because that's the shooting, hunting, and outdoor trades show.
Oh yeah.
Going to SEMA has broken me of my desire to go to SHOT. Unless you are there working, SEMA is not for you. I was there running a camera, and therefore SEMA was for me. And I saw some pretty awesome stuff.
Like that welded piece of shit?
Well, no, not even. I'm not talking any of that. I'm talking. They had a King of the Hammers thing with a bit of a tribute to Jesse Combs.
Oh, I heard of that.
They had a Matchbox or Hot Wheels car exhibit where people built full-size Hot Wheels cars.
Oh yeah.
Which meant I got to bag on a Richard Rawlings car that made me so happy.
That's how you know you're.
In case you haven't met me, I hate Richard Rawlings.
Yes, he does.
I will start that beef right now. Come at me, Richard.
I'm not arguing.
Come at me, you bedazzled Texas freak show.
I'm not gonna rehash this bullshit. We're good. We are good, me and you and I. That's all you. I'll just give you the sword and let it go.
I'll take him.
No, you. Okay.
I've made jokes in the past about having the Aaron Kaufman skills and the Richard Rawlings style. So.
Jesus.
But anyways, I got to meet Sam Hard and talk to him about the Charger he built. I got to do some very cool things.
Yeah, you did.
But it was not a show in any way intended for the public. And were it me, I would restrict some of the badges on that show. I think we've discussed this before, that different colored badges based on what you do. I believe my badge was green or blue as press.
Yeah, you're press and media.
Yeah, but I can't remember what color my badge was. There's red was for one of the vendors. I think mine was green, and like blue was for one was for buyers, one was for sellers, between red and blue. Gold and silver were industry notables.
Pretty much, they're like the big guys, everybody knows about.
Well, guys like where Chip Foose was down there, Chip would have worn likely a gold or silver set of credentials. Well, the gold and silver, they were different. They meant different things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't remember. I can't remember which one Chip would have worn. His might have been silver, just because it was an active thing as opposed to just
the fucking point is that he's notable and he's wearing this color. The two of them.
Exactly. Well, the point is there's also a class of badge. There's a brown badge.
Mm-hmm.
Brown credentials are spouses. So, Foose's wife could be down there, and if she's not in the part of the business, she can still get credentials to be at the show. Well, so these brown badges are wandering the show and just wandering right through the middle of everything when you're trying to take pictures and do all your press work.
It's just it's hell.
Yeah, it was kind of a pain in the butt. So I would like to see those badges curtailed, maybe certain hours of the day that they're allowed in, something like or that they're allowed to roam the floor.
I think we cast our line a bit too far into SEMA.
But anyways,
EPA, buddy.
Yeah, no, but I was trying to give you the concept of the scale of what SEMA is.
Yeah, this is what SEMA is. It is.
SEMA is massive.
It's huge. One of the biggest
SEMA has
ever.
SEMA has obviously thrown their weight against these changes, which means that the EPA will have a long slog to get these through.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan of doing good things by the environment, but considering some of the nonsense the EPA has done themselves, I really don't back them in much of anything. But and here's the other big thing about it is, as it has been in the past, you can't modify the exhaust on a street vehicle for a long time, or very limited what you can do to the exhaust on a street vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, and where the real anger's coming up here, is that they are trying to say those rules also apply to track cars
Race
that will
vehicles.
never see the street.
Mm-hmm.
Track only vehicles. So my Miata, which eventually will see the street, but my Miata right now never sees the street.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have plates. It doesn't have registration. It's not insured. It goes to the track on a trailer. It comes home on a trailer. The only time it drives itself is at the track.
If it's going to drive on the street, it's driving straight to the crusher, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much how it fucking
No.
is.
Now that car will be street legal,
Yeah,
but right now it doesn't have an exhaust at all.
Mm.
It's missing body panels. It doesn't have. It's missing. It's got a lot of things on it. But
it needs a lot of
they're
things.
trying to say that these rules now apply to track-driven vehicles, or on top of that, farm vehicles.
Oh yeah,
They're saying it applies to all motor vehicles, even if they never touch a public street.
oh dude, it's gonna.
Which
it's just affecting pretty much everything with a combustion
Well,
engine at this point.
exactly. And the other thing about that rule's interpretation that probably will not, it will mean that it should not pass muster, is that the EPA does not have jurisdiction over things that don't, or should not have jurisdiction over things that don't touch the street.
There's also the fact that because of the new interpretation of the law, right, is one of the big arguments that was made, I think by SEMA, was that the new interpretation of the law is redundant, because if they were to do that back in 1970, which is the original interpretation we've been having for 50 plus years, then NASCAR would have already been illegal, and many other motorsports companies and things related to such wouldn't have existed, and we would never be at this problem and whatnot. And it just like we never necessarily had a problem. Like, of course, back in the 1970s, like, everything was ass and smog and whatnot. Take it from me, I was raised in LA, so I seen pics of what it was like, and I lived in a part at a time where it was still smoggy. Nowadays it's super clean, and I get wanting to keep it clean, but this is just hitting way too hard. I'm like, I understand that the EPA is trying to save the environment, but they're going after car enthusiasts and just car community and the whole industry in one of the worst ways I've seen. And they're trying to put EV, but the problem with EV right now is that we don't have the technology really to streamline everything, because the infrastructure would take decades to create and install, and right now even the fastest charging EV car takes hours. Like, that's and right now we have more than enough fuel, and plus, like, if they're going to criticize the car industry or just motor industry for natural combustion engines, why aren't they also criticizing the massive environmental pollutants that are going on with, like, legit major corporations? Why? Because they got them in the
money.
Because they got them in the fucking pockets. Goddamn megacorps! I hate them.
I got another one for you. So now the EVs are getting better.
Yeah.
Our friend Luke Dreher, we love Luke. I don't know if he's listening, but we love Luke.
Love you, Luke.
He went on a road trip in a Model 3.
Oh yeah.
I want to say, for some reason I say that his route took him to Colorado and then back through and down into California and up to Yosemite. He had a good old time.
Yeah.
And in a Model 3, he had to do a little logistics, map out where he could find superchargers, but he could get his vehicle back to a minimum 80% charge in under 30 minutes when he was stopping at a supercharger.
Under 30 minutes.
So it's getting better. I mean, I still can't tow a trailer with a Tesla, but for a car, they're getting better. But the problem is, if we expand our EV fleet in any measurable way,
the power consumption would be astronomical. Think about 30 million people plus charging their cars for, like, hours on average.
Our power grid currently cannot generate enough to.
We could barely even replace transformers.
Well, I'm not even talking that. I'm talking just our generation.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
We can't generate enough power. Wind and solar ain't going to get it done either, kids. You know what gets it done? A nuclear reactor.
We're not a type 1 civilization yet, dude. We're not there.
We need to have nuclear power, which, hey, I'm in favor of nuclear power.
Yes,
but
except Chernobyls.
Well, no, but we would need to have nuclear power in order just to run that addition to our power grid. So, I mean, and I'm all in favor of it, but be aware of the logistics there. The other concern we've got is we're trading the environmental impacts of oil drilling and burning petroleum fuels for the environmental impacts of mining rare earth minerals and lithium light to make the batteries that drive these cars. And most people have never seen a picture of a lithium mine.
Oh, dude,
It is one
believe
of the
it or
most
not, these
damaging
things
mine
are
types.
crackers.
One of the most damaging mine types in the world. It's all pit mine. It's nasty. The processing is nasty.
It's oof. Go look up the video. You'll see what we mean. It's quite disgusting because there's also like, and this brings up just like it's just like a little quick tangent I want to go on. This brings up like just basically how everything you have right now you take for a bit for granted, like how we always do. It's a first world problem. Like this phone, literally, it should cost me around like $10,000 for all the materials used to make this, but it cost at most, at least this specific phone right now in today's market, costs like $800. Why? Because slave labor and also
slave labor and subsidies.
And because we don't care about environment and shit, because we're just trying to mine precious minerals.
I mean, my generation has a saying: there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. And everything costs. Whether they feed it to you on the front end or the back end, everything costs.
And my generation says, "Stay strapped or get clapped." And right now we're trying to get.
Mine
clapped.
does that too.
So we better fucking stay strapped, boys.
I mean, I get what the EPA is trying to accomplish, but there's no way to do what they're trying to do in a good way. It will devastate industries and piss people off. And believe me, NASCAR was founded on bootleg.
Oh, yeah.
NASCAR literally it started out in the late 40s with a bunch of bootleggers getting together. Actually, it was earlier than that, because it would have been during Prohibition, too. But anyways, it was a bunch of bootleggers getting together and arguing over whose car was faster. Yeah. Because NASCAR was started out with, it was a bunch of bootleggers down in the South that were running moonshine.
Running shine.
And God, he's gonna be too big for you to lift in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to see whose car was faster, and it's just gone down from there. Believe me when I say you don't want to piss off the rednecks by taking away their pastime. Then they will be bored and angry and drunk. This is not the situation you want to have happen, folks.
No, you don't. All right, Stalin, come here. Why are you guys clawing at my door? Oh boy. Yes, they will get pissed, and it's a cultural thing. I mean, this also comes to the fact that if you outlaw this, there will still be a market. Now it would just be black market, and everybody's gonna go for it, and tons of people are gonna get arrested for reasons that are pretty much completely innocent. I mean, of course you're damaging the environment, but at the same time, corporations and like a lot of large mining facilities do that on the regular anyways, but you never see them get in trouble. Thank you, brother. Lennon, come here. Come on. Come here, boy. Yeah, come on. There you go. Good boy. That's right. Come on. Don't claw on my door. I am doing podcast. Yeah, so if the EPA for some magical reason somehow does this, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It'd just be a very hard time for a little while, especially under I don't want to get too political, but it just comes under Biden's presidency. Depending how he does it, I don't know if the next president will be on board with repealing it, because if this manages to pass, of course everybody's gonna hop on the train repealing it, because right now they're not hopping on the train necessarily of trying to prevent it. It's kind of like
the problem is it's not legislation they're trying to pass. It's a rules interpretation, so there is no congressional check on it or anything. Congress can change the rule, but not the interpretation of it. So that's the real issue.
Yeah, that's why we changed the rule, because the EPA is always going to find some way to fuck you over for it.
Here's the thing: we've already established that Americans, humans, because racing is a global thing.
Humans.
We'll race anything. we'll race a little red wagon if the opportunity presents.
We race our
Formula
legs.
E,
We race crawling on the
Formula
ground.
E has told us this. You put us in a car, we will race it. So,
No
I
matter
mean,
what you give us, we're going to modify it.
motorsports are, autosport, I guess we could call it because it won't be motorsports the same way, will always be a thing. But it will look different, and unfortunately, the EV market right now is not up to snuff for a lot of performance and how to word it. It's not up to snuff to do motorsports in a lot of ways.
It's
But
not
the other
quite
thing
there.
to know about, the other thing people don't seem to think about when they think motorsport is an R&D department built for manufacturers. If you look at it, Goodyear tests tire compounds before they release them to the public on race cars. So do Pirelli and Nitto and all those. NASCAR breed of choice. They test stuff on like the racing Eagles, and then they release them on the street Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
They do engine development. They do prototype fuel delivery systems, air delivery systems, drive systems. All of that comes with racing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even the Nürburgring. I'm talking like you look at the prototype cars and the LMP cars.
Oh yeah, no, we just test stuff out. I mean, there's a purpose of
development.
motorsport, dude.
It's all development and how to make better things, better aero, better suspension designs. Because they take stuff they learn at the track and
aero leads to better MPG. Who knew?
It does.
Who knew? Who knew that wing was functional?
I mean,
who knew that part was so cool?
If you take away motorsport, you take away the ability to do a lot of that testing and development.
Oh yeah, and most importantly, you take away their money source. And when you start taking away corporations' money sources, you know that they're going to start getting pissed and start moving back. So this is a case of me hating corporations, but this time they're on our side. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm down for that. Let's just piss off the big boy corporations and have them go against the EPA. But anyways, that's basically the whole EPA sitch. I just kind of wanted to talk about it because I'm like, I'm a bit worried, but at the same time, I'm kind of fairly confident that they might get a foot on something that might inconvenience us, but it won't be California levels of bullshit.
Hopefully,
because I hate California. I will never move back. I will never be in California. California's a fucking shithole. SoCal, North Cal's at least all right. SoCal's a fucking shithole where everything is just like expensive as hell. Taxes is gonna kill you. Everything's hot. Gas is insane. You have to smog everything all the goddamn time. If you get pulled over, you legit have to open up your hood because the cop says so. And then after that, they beat you because you're a different color. And, stop Asian hate. There you go. Put that in there. Yeah.
I don't have that problem. I'm white.
Yeah, no. I have that problem because they're all like, oh, hey, by the way, you're brown. And I've faced that bullshit before. So I'm like, fuck you. But California, no. But as long as
I can't live in California because moving to California would probably cost me, I would have to give up $50,000 plus in property to move to California.
Mm-hmm.
Just in things that I own that are not legal there.
Guns.
So, I mean...
Just guns.
No, a lot of it's my guns, my cars, some of my cars.
Like, magazines you can't take off. You're like, loading it in through the fucking...
Well, I mean, I've got... God knows how many 30-round magazines in my house. I have multiple ARs. I have pistols that take bigger than 10-round mags. I mean... And that aren't on the rosters.
Your car.
It's just absolutely... Yeah, my car. My car is illegal in California. My truck... it's stock, so it should be legal, but they still would tax the ever-loving snot out of my diesel truck.
Oh yeah, if they don't catch you for nothing, they're gonna tax the fuck out of you for something because in California, the IRS is just one big giant mafia. They kind of are, but they're bigger now. Anyways, yeah, that was the EPA, and it sucks. So go and support your petitions to get all this NBA bullshit. All right, bye. This EPA bullshit over with. And
watch us not have rant time because our episode has been rant time.
It kind of is. Oh boy. But go petition for stuff. Go watch videos. You can find them anywhere. I'll try to see if I can link stuff down below. And I did not know this, but according to my YouTube, Apparently, my edits I changed for multiple videos did not go through. So, for like weeks, they did not have any links. Fuck me. Anyways, I'll fix that. But go find links and petition your local congressman / congresswoman or congresswoman / congressman. I don't discriminate. And get them to hear your cries. So that way the EPA can't destroy something that's so beautiful to us. And also so that way I can open up my own shop and have it be pretty much illegal. Okay, but to lighten the mood, let's get down to the actual name of this show. The Low Gear Sendcast, right? Let's get down to some fucking low gear ass ideas. Okay, I want to lighten the mood here. I want things to get a little bit better because at the end of the day, we're still fucking around. I mean, look at that. That's a testament to why I fuck around. it's a beautiful reason why. Oh boy. If you have an idea, Brandon, I advise you go first.
I really don't have a good idea. I mean, I mean, part of me would say build what FU vehicle you build an FU tribute to the EPA, but I mean, I kind of have at that point in time, I'm going to build Master Shredder or something like it.
True.
I'm going to build a big nasty dyno truck. Just spews black smoke all the way.
Hell yeah! See,
so like, I mean, and that's already been done. So
like,
I really don't have a good hit me.
Okay,
we'll discuss yours. We've burned enough time. We can do it on one idea this week. Hit me.
All right. So imagine, if you will, I want to say that for some reason James May has an affinity with cars of yesteryear, specifically of the American breeds. For some reason,
James May slow, likes him big and heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, his audition tape was "Why You Should Not Drive This Rolls Royce."
I mean, yeah, exactly. But this car, like, I'm thinking specifically about, because like lately, because of the EPA and shit, I've been getting more into just like diving into the history of cars and whatnot. We've already done rally, we've already done track racing. I'm like, what about the good old American pastimes of the motor world? I mean, shit, we got monster trucks, we got dragsters, we got NASCAR. I'm like, you know what? Like, I was looking at a bunch of Mopar stuff, big, good old Detroit steel and whatnot. I was looking at it, and I was like, I know my idea. Here's the idea, all right? What car would you take, Mopar? It could be any year of any time, right? You take that, and you race it in 24 hours of Le Mans. Except you can't choose the Le Mans cars. You can only choose the ones that are in the U.S. Not
Mopar?
A Mopar. Yeah. Which one do you choose? I'm like, which one would you choose? You can you have the best exhaust of all time. The EPA can't touch you in Europe.
Hang on, I check one thing here. What are my what's my year range I can play with?
Your year range stretches from honestly, I'd say stretches from like the early 1950s all the way up to like the late 1980s. So you can fuck with that. You have a lot of car to choose from. Yeah. A lot of cars to choose from. Not great on gas. Terrible on the EPA bullshit, but they sound really cool. I kind of already got mine chosen.
So I've got ideas here. I go for yours because I'm working on which one.
Oh man, I don't need to look any further than just look at the record history of one of the greatest driver of all time. He is known as the Big Blue, known as the man with the sweet cowboy hat.
You go for King Richard's Plymouth or the Daytona, or the Daytona with the big wing and all that.
Oh yeah, I'm going with the Kingsbird.
That was my first thought. Was going with either a Superbird or a Daytona because it was the same car. It was just a different brand.
Just different brand. But
It was a Mopar vehicle, but yeah, it was a Plymouth Superbird versus the Dodge Daytona. The original Daytona, folks, before they started putting that name on everything, It was the ugliest looking thing ever made.
Oh yeah.
It is aesthetically disgusting.
It was gross.
It's got a bullet nose, a gigantic wing on the back of it. It is probably the original homologation special.
Oh yeah.
In that NASCAR stands for National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing.
It was far.
It had to be a production car, so they produced just enough to classify as a production car. I mean, the numbers were under 1,500, and it was designed specifically to run at Daytona International Raceway, because at the time, the track speed record for Daytona is a little over 200 miles an hour, because above that, cars start to lose traction. This is where I am your NASCAR subject matter expert. They call them plate races. NASCAR does. It's Daytona, Talladega, and I think Michigan occasionally has been a plate race.
Restrictor, right?
Yep, they put restrictor plates in when they had carburetors. Now they do it a little different. Injected. Literally
They just put
a plate. They put a plate underneath the carburetor on these vehicles, such that it would restrict the amount of fuel and air mix that got into the engine. And they're plate races.
It's
caused all other issues, but
this is just a plate, dude. Honestly, this plate just restricts a certain amount of horsepower. Also, every time the thing about me, I don't know if I'm the only one, but whenever somebody said that there was plate races, I always thought people would bring plates and they would put them inside the engine of the car. I thought they would legit bring up plates.
It was basically an 8-inch square plate, right? Size of the bottom footprint of the carburetor. And it went between the carburetor and the intake. And your intake's got certain size holes that made up with the carb. Let whatever the maximum amount of air fuel mix you can make up through it.
Oh yeah.
The plate had smaller holes. NASCAR regulated the size, so they restricted the amount of horsepower the engine could make. Therefore, it restricted the top speed of the car to keep the car from literally losing control, taking flight, and killing people. So, but the Daytona was the original homologation. Same with Superbird. It's designed to run. They were designed specifically to run at Daytona and at super speedways, but Daytona was the
everybody was going 200. They were going 206.
Everybody else was doing $180 or $190. They had fast. 2 or 3. They were going 195.
They are the reason why NASCAR is NASCAR what it is today.
It was the
Buick
bending. It was bending the hell out of the rules. Is what they were doing.
Oh yeah,
that's what NASCAR was built on.
The Aero Wars, dude.
It was, and it was to NASCAR. It was the closest NASCAR ever got to an Indy car.
Hell yeah.
But it was designed. It was built in a wind tunnel. So good call, wonderful call.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's.
I'm gonna go with something.
24 hours. Dude.
I'm a little torn here, Kit.
Oh, what are you gonna pick?
Okay, we're gonna do a coin toss here.
Oh. Do I have coins? I clean my room so damn good. I don't know where the fuck I put my coins.
Okay, so heads is the older vehicle.
Okay.
It's the same model, just 2 different years. Okay, we got a heads.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, because my options were, and feel free to look these up and tell me that I'm wrong. My options were, I'm taking a Plymouth Belvedere.
All right.
My options were a 69 or a 58. I am taking a 1958 Plymouth Belvedere.
Oh, Jesus. Hold up. Plymouth Belvedere.
Belvedere.
I got you.
Feel free to put a link in the notes.
Link in the notes. I will show the audience right now what the hell you were talking about. Oh boy. It's like Christine's mom.
That's exactly what it is. That is Christine's kissing cousin right there.
She's a lot harder and a lot less murderous. Okay. All right. That is what? Why? Why? Just comparing that. Remember, we're doing a 24-hour Le Mans in these cars. That doesn't mean we'll make it to 24, but it's just that.
Because I'm going to be comfortable, and because I first fell in love with Belvederes. Look up a '69 Belvedere.
Okay. I
first fell in love with Belvederes in the later ones.
I really need a second monitor so that way I can just pull up random shit we talk about.
This is why I'm at a battle station.
Yeah, I need that. Well, soon, ladies and gentlemen, very soon. Okay, yeah. This is that lime green one, but this is also like a very noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's your Belvedere's. Super Sig, not bad. All right, go on.
It's a couch. It's incredibly comfortable.
Like you're taking a couch to one of the most fucking grueling endurance races of all time, and
My butt will be comfortable.
oh man, oh bro, oh shit, hold up, Brendan Schiemeyer, he was all like, "What's up, homie?" I'm like, ah shit, hello. That's why we'll also be doing probably like Streamlabs because we'll be able to see the chat. Anyways, what's up, my dude? But okay, so you want to take a fucking couch all the way out there? You might as well just get an LS, stick it underneath a big ass couch, and just like put it together and go. But this is a Mopar, and I'm not gonna let you do that.
So
unless you use
by
like
the by,
rails.
by the 58 Belvedere, that was Christine.
Wait,
I thought it was the later Belvedere, but that was Christine. It was a 58 Belvedere.
wasn't it the Plymouth? Oh wait, yeah.
That was a Plymouth Belvedere.
Yeah, that's right. That was. That was a Plymouth Fury. Like in 1959 was.
No.
Christine.
No, it was a 58 Belvedere. They're related to. They're very similar to the Furies, but
Ooh.
it's a Belvedere.
Yes, ladies
yeah.
and
So
gentlemen.
I'm driving Christine.
He's driving Christine. Also, we are not just interested in the JDM and Euro stuff. We are also very much home and grown, good old American bullshittery. You take it from me. I had a bobber. I built that shit myself.
We aren't even concerned. It didn't even got wheels on it.
Dude,
Boats,
it could be a
airplanes.
sled.
We're down to anything cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, I will be driving Christine because I will get her red.
Mopar.
Now, there were a bunch of Furies in that because Christine was in that, but at the very end, the parade at the end of Christine, those were all Furies.
Yeah. Okay. But she was a
so.
Ooh, fun facts. Cue the music.
But and I will be taking the V8 option.
Of course. Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, plus it was nicknamed the Golden Commando, but it was a V8 with dual 4-barrel carbs. Because I don't know if you've ever been in a carbureted vehicle.
That's a lot of gas.
I don't know if you've ever been in a carbureted vehicle when the secondaries hit. I mean, screw your VTEC, screw your turbo kicking in. There ain't nothing quite like full song when the secondaries hit.
Okay.
For those of you not familiar with carburetor,
I mean, explain it.
Carbs come in 1, 2, and 4-barrel configurations. Single barrel carb. Your lawnmowers, my Volkswagen, things like that have a single barrel. There's one channel going down through them that just all it is a set of prime. It's called a primary. It's all it does, and it just flows depending upon how open the valve is. 2-barrel carbs, you can have either dual primary setup, which is less a secondary setup. What happens is for the first 2/3 or so of your throttle, you're on primary. When you go to the floor, the linkage opens up enough. It opens up the secondaries. It opens up an entire second barrel flowing fuel. And that's, I mean, you want the kids to think VTEC's hot when you hit a set secondary. Well, a 4-barrel.
When that secondary kicks in.
That's what it is. A 4-barrel, it's got 2 primary barrels and then 2 secondary barrels. And so you run on your primaries most of the time, gives you better fuel economy, cruising power.
Mm-hmm.
You punch it, both of those secondaries open up. Again, you're putting twice the fuel in. It's kind of like what the movie show Nitrous hit feeling like. It really kicks you in the pants.
You're just going light speed, like fucking like.
The Golden Commando is a dual 4-barrel setup. So I got 4 primaries running, 2 on each carb.
The Golden Commando, man, that's a fucking great name.
I know it's a great name, isn't it?
I know. Like, if we make a bike, can we just call that the Golden Banana?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're cruising down the road with 4 primary sets open. You're making pretty good power. When it's time to pass somebody, you hit the main straight, you pop that beast open. You've got 8 barrels flowing fuel. And your secondaries are a little smaller, but still, they're insane.
The point is you're flowing fuel at a much faster rate, and you're getting mad power.
You're getting absurd amounts of power when it runs. So it is, dude. You're driving a little.
You're driving a
And
large leather couch with ornate metal around it, and I'm driving a I think looks great fucking giant molded turd.
you're driving a car built to be a race car.
Well, yeah. I mean, hell, I'm
That
doing a Le
was
Mans
then
in it.
adapted to the street.
I'm going to beat
I'm
you.
driving a bonkers street car. I'm leaving the stereo in it. I'm driving that beast on wide whites.
Ooh. Damn.
It's staying on the wide white walls.
Damn. Are you just gonna have a custom shipment of white?
I will not be the fastest, but I will be the classiest car in all of Le Mans. And I mean, with those big old freaking wings on it, bullet tails, the full jam.
Just the fins. He's got the fins, bro.
Because it's a race course, it will be a hard top.
Of course.
However, in tribute to Christine, we're going to replicate the soft top.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna black out like your fucking windows. I'm like, good luck seeing, you fucking idiot.
No, we will do, but we'll paint. The top will be painted white to replicate the Christine soft top.
Are you gonna have that every time you turn on the lights? Like,
I mean, she's a beautiful girl, and I'll hustle her around.
Are you just be listening to like 50s pop the whole time?
I'll probably have a Beach Boys CD going on, or Beach Boys 8-track or something in there.
I mean, I'd honestly just have like Richie Valens if you want to go a little bit romantic.
I would be down with Richie Valens or the Big Bopper or something.
Or some Chuck Berry. Hell yeah, you better have Chuck Berry in there.
I will party to Chuck Berry. I will get
Elvis Presley. Chuck Berry, motherfuckers.
Not a big Elvis guy. I know. I will be playing the Monkees.
Oh, okay.
I will roll to the Monkees.
Ooh,
I may throw on the American Graffiti soundtrack.
You know what?
I will have a playlist.
I mean, I already got my playlist. My playlist consists of it consists of like a lot
Bullet Country.
Well, no, like I was thinking more like Boot, Scoot, and Boogie.
That's Bullet Country. I was more thinking, Eastbound and Down.
I mean, I was also thinking some rockabilly. Ooh.
Yeah, rockabilly, Eastbound and Down, Copperhead Road. Yeah, I got you covered, son.
Out in the country, past the city limit sign, where there's a honky tonk in the county line. It's all jumping every night when the sun goes down.
I will provide your music for you. I got you set here.
They got whiskey and women, music and smoke, and where all the cowboys won't know the boot, scoot, and boogie.
I apologize for anyone who's listening to this on audio. Dancing makes it. No, I will. I've got you here, dude. I will create your soundtrack for you. I will curate a soundtrack. I will take all of that rockabilly country stuff.
Oh my god!
And I will send that playlist in an email to a Scandinavian man.
A Scandinavian man. Oh man, how much? Why?
Named Leo Maracchioli.
Oh god.
Are you familiar with the works of Leo?
Very, very not really.
So, if you get on YouTube and you look up Frog Leap Studios.
Oh god.
Frog Leap Studios. Leo does metal covers of things.
Oh yeah. Basically
he has done metal covers of such notable things as Baby Shark. Play That Funky Music, White Boy. I mean, I'll put together a country playlist and have him I will commission him to record a metal cover of all.
I will totally fucking do it. I mean, hell, like you commission him to do it, just basically have him send over like a rhythm and a track. I'll do a lead guitar track on it. I will do it.
Oh no, Leo plays all the instruments when he records. He plays the drums, the bass, the guitars, the keys. If he does guitar, the keys, yeah. Dude. But anyways,
please send him the master. I want to fuck with it too.
So, no, there you go.
Oh my god, dude. Hell yeah! You know what? That's now a goodie. If that happens, I'll post that down for everybody to download, and that's your thing.
We'll find a way for me to throw a link to Leo's YouTube channel somewhere.
I mean,
I'll fire up a link to get here.
I mean, I'll come out. I have the whole petty look. I'll have everything. I'll have his fucking hat. I'll have the bow tie.
We will find somebody to glue a mustache onto your.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Do I need to grow this out more?
Yeah, we're talking 70s porno level.
That's. I mean, look, I ain't no Ron Jeremy, but I will grow my mustache. I don't know. I probably should shave this because I don't know if I could grow past this, honestly. But that's besides the point. I will be going out petty style, big old blind grandma sunglasses, awesome hat, mustachio, bow tie, and I'm gonna have super nice fucking clothing and the best spurs you've ever seen in your life.
It wasn't a bow tie, though. It was a bolo.
It was a bolo? Oh, it was a bolo. Oh, I thought he always wore a bow tie.
I dropped the link in the group chat for you to Leo's channel. When you get a minute, give that a watch.
Frog Leap Studios, ladies. Jesus Christ. I mean, look, like once again, I'ma kick your ass on the fucking 24, cause I have a car that's super fucking cool. If I can one day find one of these cars, I will drop a lot of shit just to buy it, and I will fix it.
They are phenomenally expensive.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. But they're awesome.
Well, the problem is they didn't make any of them, and all the rednecks.
Because they knew it was cool. They knew it was dope. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I mean, hell,
it's a piece of history as far as they're concerned.
It was a competition between the 68 Charger and the Bird to see which one is going to be.
And I'll give you the 68 Charger. That's a cool rig.
It was between that and the Bird to see which one's going to be like General Lee. And I was like, ooh, like that was good. But for me, I like 69 better than 68 because for one, the buttresses look way nice in the back. Also, number two, if you ever took it out in a NASCAR race, it won't go flying off into some forbidden land.
This is true.
This is fact. This is fact. All right. Well, that was a good idea. I can't wait to get through it because I'm going to fuck around in it. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have petty blue and everything. It's going to look the shit. Meanwhile, you're driving Christine in your fucking couch. I'm over here just blasting off my shit. I'm going to be Talladega Nights IRL. It's going to be like
you ain't first, you're last.
I just wake up in the morning and I just piss excellence. There you go. Oh, man. Shake and bake. Shake and bake. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to our final segment of our beautiful, beautiful program. Or our program, if you want to be more like Mr. Rogers. This is going to be fucking rat time! Alright, so I got some bones to pick. It's gonna be good. I got a whole skeleton to pull out of the closet. I got a murderous baby to stick inside the womb. I got a whole bunch of shit to go on about. Now, before I go on about this, you, my esteemed, humble co-host, do you have anything you want to fucking get off your chest?
I don't. Like I said, my rant was pretty much covered by dealing with that EPA garbage.
That's true.
Other than, the raining when I need to be outside and not raining when
That's true. I mean, hey, look, weather happens, but
not having the time I need to do things on my car. However, I did start building myself a build board so I can actually track shit.
Is everybody getting a whiteboard bigger than me? What the fuck? What?
This is the whiteboard I bought a few weeks ago. I just finally started. That's all the stuff that needs to be done to the car so I can take it to the track. The red stuff is top priority, brakes and the tires, and then
everybody has
priority and wannabe stuff. I don't have door in two places.
Everybody has such a big mic. Everybody has such nice fucking whiteboards. I'm over here stuck with like, hey, I could draw a dick about the size of my real one. Hey, got you, ladies.
Your whiteboard is that small.
Shut the fuck.
Oh, come on. You can't hang and blow it outside like that and not expect me to drive it out the freaking yard.
You know, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty good. Okay, alright, fuck off. Oh, man. You got me. I lost my train of thought because of that. Fuck. Oh, wait, yeah. So, alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, I am selling my taco. I'm selling my Tacoma now. It is a thing. I am selling it. And I have come across this awesome car, and I won't mention what it is because I don't want anybody else to steal it. It is super cool, and I'm selling my taco, right? Now, keep in mind, my taco is 162 K miles on it, and it has, what else does it have? There might be possible rod knock, and there's a 5-speed manual transmission, and it grinds from like 1,500 to 2 grand, but that's it. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I look up a Tacoma that's pretty, but it's clean title, and everything else is pretty much Gucci. I look at everything else, right? And I see another fucking Tacoma just like mine, only like 20,000 miles less. So yeah, that's a bit of a significant difference. That can add like maybe a few $100, right? This fucker is selling this goddamn thing for fucking $7 grand. 7 damn grand. I'm like, 7 fucking grand. Are you serious? Like, yeah. It's a clean one. It's a clean one. It looks good. I understand why it's 7 grand. But also, why the fuck are Tacomas 7 grand for a 2006? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I get it. Things hold their value and whatnot. But that fucking well, for like 140,000 mile car, like, dude, like, I'm kind of happy that I could sell my truck for an exorbitant price, and I know somebody would buy it because they know they hold their value that well. But also, I'm kind of pissed at the fact that that's what the market has gotten to now. That everything is so fucking expensive. Just the other day, a friend of ours, Brandon Wignick, I heard that he sold bricks for $1,200 each for S13 headlights. Fucking S13 headlight bricks, $1,200 each. What the fuck has this world come to? This doesn't make any sense. Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. Yo, Stucky, does it make any sense? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any fucking sense. What the shit? It's getting worse, and the stimmy check just came in, right? And now everybody's buying everything. It's fucking buying everything, and guess what? You think the market would get lower. No, it's getting higher. Like, fuck! No! Jesus! God, just please, for the love of God, make things a little bit more realistic. Honestly, I'm selling my truck for set amount, like $6 grand. But honestly, I take like 5. I take 5 or even less so. So that way I can make a profit to buy a certain car. But other than that, I don't think. Oh God, it just prices have been getting ridiculous, and don't get me started on gas. Oh, gas.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Fucking. I hate gas right now.
You're not even buying diesel fuel, dude.
Oh, dude, diesel. I can't even imagine what the fuck you're going through.
$3.50 a gallon. The truck gets about 15.
Oh God.
So
isn't diesel isn't it supposed to be a little bit more like economical to have a diesel? Isn't that the point?
In theory, it's better for towing. Is the big deal.
That's true.
If I may, though, can I take a little sidelight here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what the hell happened
with
the post you put up yesterday about today's show.
Oh yeah.
But it reached, I guess it got viewed by over 1,000 people.
Really? Yes!
It got 110 or 90 post clicks and 20 reactions. I have no clue what happened, because the closest thing we've got to that is your apology from a week ago that got 50 people that saw it, 10 clicks and 8 reactions. So I don't know what happened all of a sudden. We got a spike. I'm a nerd, so looking at analytics kind of makes me giggle.
Yeah, I think it's because I started sharing the ever living fuck out of it. Plus, you and Glenn shared it.
Oh, and that's easy. If you put it in a place where I can share it, and I can think to share it, I will share.
It was a good post too. Like, I put it out there. I was like, I asked a question. I'm like, hey. Plus, like me, the thing about the page is that I'll also link it down the page below if YouTube will actually let me fucking upload this time. The thing about the page is that whenever we post stuff, I do a lot of the posting. Pretty much all the posting right now. But
you do.
But whenever I do it, right, I see everybody else. They're just posting like this and that, like some cool photos or whatnot. I'm like, okay, cool. What can I do that's different? What can I do that engages the audience? And I'm like, you know what? Memes. So every time I post, there's always a meme, and this meme is so damn relatable that everybody knew about it.
Well, I mean, it's well, and if you guys have ideas, I will read your ideas. I will give you credit for your ideas if you dump ideas. Message them to us. Drop them. Comment on our stuff with them. We see it. We do read it.
Yes, we do.
And I will share your bad ideas with the world because the world needs more bad ideas.
Oh yes.
Just because it's a bad idea doesn't mean it won't be a good time.
Please do so. It's the fact, like, how many likes are we at right now on the page total? I'm not even sure anymore.
68. We just got 68 total likes. We got another one today.
Is that me?
We got another one today. Total page likes today is 68. So.
Oh, dude, one more. Shout out the 69th liker. I will.
Yep. Next person to like it gets called out.
I will call you out, and I will message you personally and thank you for liking the page for being the 69th like. I will do it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
don't.
We will make it very.
It's dope.
Very personal.
Oh yes, it is.
It matters that much to us.
Oh yeah, it is awesome. We really thank y'all for actually being cool like this, and the fact that this post has reached this much people. I'm like, that's also awesome because everybody's starting to engage with it more. So if you want other people to get involved in kind of things we do, then just go tell them, hey, go start a podcast. But if you want people to get involved with us specifically, then just link pages and be like, hey, guess what? These guys talk about dumb shit ideas like, I don't know, like a chariot style motorcycle death rally race, Mopar Le Mans, just EV rallies, camera rig truck setups, going on rallies across the UMC. We do a lot.
If it's dumb, we'll do it.
Yeah, we will do it. And for next episode, I'm going to try and link some of our funniest clips so far and just like play them. And put them out there because, like I said, post-production. But overall, just once again, thank y'all, man. Episode 10 is gonna be next one. That's 10 weeks. that's 10 weeks of doing this. Technically, it's a little bit more than that, but
it's like 11 weeks because we missed a week.
Yeah,
but we need to at some point in time we need to be able to figure out how to do a virtual soundboard.
Oh yeah.
So I can just start punching buttons for horrible sound effects.
I will give everybody a soundboard. I'm like, let's go.
At that point in time, the show will descend into nothing but sound effects.
Oh yes, and I'm also going to try to do a audio platform as well. If I have to sacrifice some things, I will. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to also make this audio. And
going audio will give us a lot more reach if we get onto, the places fine podcasts are sold.
Spotify.
Google Play. Spotify, Google Play,
yep.
iTunes.
The greatest thing about Google
Apple
Play
Podcasts,
is that
whatever they're calling that now.
Yeah.
If we can get onto some of that, that will help our reach. So, I mean, the other thing is that, if y'all like the show, recommend the show to your buddies. I hate being that guy on the YouTube, pound that bell, like and but
in this case, it is warranted.
It gives us the momentum to put ourselves out there in other media.
Oh yeah, we could really.
We're still going to do it for free. We're still going to do it either way.
Oh yeah,
it gives us the knowing that that's worth the effort to put it into the other media. Sitting here on Sunday nights.
Oh yeah,
giving each other a hard time.
If it makes you happy, it makes us happy, and that's great. And if you don't like it, well, fuck off because we love doing it. that's
do we spark joy?
Do we no? just. Oh,
but yeah, so I mean, yeah, like I said, just let us know you're listening. Let us know who, because I can see 68 likes. It doesn't tell me who it is.
No.
So unless I see them as they're coming in, unless I catch them there. It doesn't tell me who it.
Oh man, I should probably give you that.
Who it is?
Because I can see everybody.
I would love to see that. Yeah, because I can see. Yeah, but I want to know who's listening. I want to know who am
I will admin that for you, so don't worry.
cool. But
But
give us start. Say bad things about us. To our faces, please.
oh
I
yes, please
appreciate that.
make fun of us. Yeah, just like
Yeah, give me a hard time. Give us recommend stuff to us. I mean,
call me a fat
tell
yellow bastard. I'm fine with that.
tell us our audio sucks. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
Just tell us something.
Oh, yeah, tell me I'm boring. That's fine. If you
So,
got any suggestions for what we could do, like hell yeah, anything helps, dude. Legit anything. And yes, I hate being that guy that like panhandles all the time and pedals, but I'm like, yo, like the pages, share around, cause honestly, if this gets if we get 100 on just like likes on the Facebook, then that totally means to me that there's 100 people watching, or at least 100 people that are interested in us. There's probably maybe like 5 people that are watching, but that's more than enough for me to actually start spreading it out a little bit more and fork out a little bit of dough to like make this a lot more streamlined, a lot more nice.
well, and once we get to doing audio and stuff, we have to. It's gonna cost a few bucks, but I ain't gonna panhandle right now because I don't need to. I don't. I'm trying not to be that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be that guy, but don't worry, I'm a douche anyways.
Oh yeah, well, at some point. But I want more. I want to see more. Just expand the reach. Tell your friends. And
Oh yeah.
if you like it, I'm sure somebody else does. And if they don't, listen to it while they're locked in a car with you and they can't get away.
Oh, dude, I need to make that to like a quote machine or whatever the fuck. That's genius. That is fucking genius.
I will start writing it. I will write. I will write up.
Oh boy.
Listen when they're locked in a car doing 80 down the freeway and they can't get away.
Oh boy. All right. Anyways,
So,
we're gonna lock it down here. We're gonna close off, and we will see you next week for good times, or who knows? Because like there's a special little thing on this podcast. What I like to do is the OVA episodes, like the last one we did, the Hot Springs episodes with Glenn. Might do one tomorrow. I don't know. We might do a Hot Springs episode where we don't actually talk anything about low gear. We just do dumb shit the whole time. We just talk about random shit and do dumb fucking bullshittery. You might
dumb
see
shit.
it.
What we do.
You might not see it, but who knows? Anyways, I'm gonna lock it down here. I have been your humble Sen Samurai, and my co-host has been the greatest, the best, the Dwarven Drifter, the Bearded Master, the Blood Angels Chapter, Brandon Kuhn.
Yo.
Oh yeah. All right. Au revoir. Plus, I have a button to close the stream now. I don't have to go in there and do it myself. Look at this. 3, 2, 1. Peace, bro.
Later.
I'm pretty sure. All right. Was that it?
I think so.